All right, Shalom. I would like to give all praises and glory to Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone who I learned the truth from, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of the earth, waiting on the return of Yahawashi HaMashiach to deliver us out of this last captivity. Okay, this is going to be kind of like a Bible commentary. I'm basically going to just, read and go into the mishandling of Yahawashi when he was brought to trial, numerous times for him to be convicted, and the guilty verdict of him being the king of the Jews, because that's the only thing he was found guilty of, being the king of the Jews, But I'm gonna start with the book of John, chapter 18, and I'm gonna read verse 12. And this is taking place after the 2/3 Judas, that nigga Judas betrayed Yahawashi, giving him up for some damn money, the Judas purse, some carnal coins that all them coins did was buy him a 2/3 death, But yeah, this is after he betrayed him and brought the soldiers to Yahawashi, I'm gonna read, 12 and 13 and drop down. Then the band and the captain and officers of the Jews took Yahawashi and bound him, and led him away to Annas first, for he was father-in-law to Caiaphas, which was the high priest that same year. So just going into who these soldiers brought Yahawashi to, Because hey, we gotta remember Yahawashi is coming back to bring vengeance, bring judgment. So everybody that had a hand in this, hey, he gonna see you when he come back. Hey, the scriptures say those that pierced him shall see him first. Roughly paraphrasing, but so I'm gonna start right here. Verse 19. I'm gonna draw down to verse 19 in John chapter 18. The high priest then asked Yahawashi of his disciples and of his doctrine, the doctrine that we abide in the truth. Yahawashi answered him, I spake openly to the world. We know that's the world of Israel, pursuant to Isaiah 45 and 17. I ever taught in the synagogue and in the temple, whither the Jews always resort. So basically, Yahawashi is telling the high priest, look, my people, the Jews, which is the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, because they were the only tribes left, because northern kingdom, you Latin tribes, after the Assyrian captivity, you came over here to the Americas. But whither the Jews always resort. So we know his message was always for the Jews, because the Christian church, like to say, he came for the Gentiles, which is another topic. But and in secret have I said nothing. Verse 21, why askest thou me? Ask them which heard me, what I have said unto them. Behold, they know what I said, So Yahawashi was like, look, man, I taught openly to my people, They're the ones bringing, these accusations against me, So ask them, And really, he don't have to. Yahawashi don't have to answer these people, man. That's why he was coming off, as you would say in this world's terminology, cocky and arrogant. He said, "Look, man, ask them, man." And when he had thus spoken, one of the officers which stood by struck Yahawashi with the palm of his hand, saying, Answerest thou the high priest so? So they hit Yahawashi in his face, man, because of the way he answered. He answered with authority. The scriptures say he always spoke with authority, as he should, because he's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Who are you to tell him anything, And reading on, verse 23. Yahawashi answered him, If I have spoken evil, bear witness of the evil. But if well, why smittest thou me? So he's like, look, man, they know what I've been teaching them. They know what I taught. If I've said anything wrong, why you hit me in my face? All I said was you asked them, But that's just to show you, the pride on these people, man. Because this is the same generation right here. We got to remember, America is the revised Roman Empire with the spirit of Sodom and Egypt, These are the same spirits dwelling in this time. And you can see the pride You know, you can see the pride emanating off these people, man. So these are the same spirits, okay? And it reads, verse 24. Now Annas had sent him bound unto Caiaphas the high priest, and Simon Peter stood and warmed himself. They said therefore unto him, Art not thou also one of his disciples? He denied it and said, I am not. So, you know, we all know Peter denied Yahawashi 3 times. And you see, hey, with Yahawashi going through all this, he also had to deal with knowing, you know, one of his main followers, one of his main disciples was denying him while all this was going on, you know. And we in this truth, we know that Peter is second in command after Yahawashi because he was given the keys to the kingdom, you know. Hey, Yahawashi told him, upon this rock shall I build my church. You know, did he not? So reading on, with Yahawashi being mishandled the way he is, being hit by peasants, you know, hey, Peter is behind his back denying him, which he already knew, but that's even catching even more hell, man. So continuing, one of the servants of the high priest, being his kinsman, whose ear Peter cut off, said, Did not I see thee in the garden with him? Peter then denied again, and immediately the cock crew. So you know, hey man, that's part of what Yahawashi was going through at that time, man. You know, now I'm gonna stop right here and in the book of John. I'm gonna come back, but I want to go to the book of Luke. I want to go to the book of Luke, and I want to read. Let me see. I want to read chapter 22 and start at verse 63, just to get to some more of what they was doing to Yahawashi. You know, because people think he's coming back to hand out lollipops, man. If you was getting treated like this and you know who you were and you know you did nothing wrong, and on top of that, you were the king of kings and these people are handling you like this, what are you going to come back and do? You going to bring lollipops or you going to bring judgment, man? You know? And I'm going to end it with a scripture on judgment too, matter of fact. But yeah, let me continue. Okay. And this is taking place right after Peter denied Yahawashi. This is Luke chapter 22, verse 62. And Peter went out and wept bitterly because at that point he knew that he had denied his Lord. You know, and it says, and the men that held Yahawashi mocked him and smote him. So he got hit again. He got hit again. And when they had blindfolded him, they struck him on the face. So at this point, they just beating him, man. They just beating him up for no reason. You know, just beating him up, man. And when they had blindfolded him, they struck him on the face and asked, saying, Prophesy, who is it that smote thee? You know? So they basically getting bold at this point, you know? That's why when Yahawashi was up on that being crucified, he was like, look, man, they know not what they do, and they don't know what they have done. But they're gonna find out real soon, man. Because Yahawashi about to make his second return, you know? Oh, continuing. It makes you mad even reading this, man, because it's like you people. But hey, we can see because it's the same bird brain, New World Order fed peons that believe everything they hear on the news, that eat McDonald's, you know, eat GMOs, you know, drink sodas for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you know. It's these peon people, man. Hey, let's continue. And as soon as it was day, the elders of the people and the chief priests and the scribes came together and led him into their council, saying, Art thou the Hamashiach, the Messiah, the anointed? That's what Christ means, anointed. Tell us. And he said unto them, If I tell you, ye will not believe. So because he already knew, man. They were basically was just trying to fulfill their own carnal lust of mocking our king, man, you know, our king, you know. And if I also ask you, ye will not answer me, nor let me go. Hereafter shall the Son of Man sit on the right hand of the power of the Most High, because he understood, hey, I got to go through this anyways. So regardless of what I tell y'all, it don't matter, because this is going to happen. Y'all going to kill me for being the king of the Jews, you know? And that's the You know, that's just the truth of the matter, man. You know, continuing reading. It says, Then said they all, Art thou then the Son of the Most High? And he said unto them, Ye say that I am. You know, so after being struck in his face multiple times, at this point he really giving short, arrogant answers, man. He says, Ye say that I am, you know? At this point, Yahawashi is done with these people, man. Like, look, man, do what you gonna do, because at the end of the day, you doing my Father's will in heaven. Hey, like the prayer, like the Lord's Prayer. Let the Father's will be done on earth as it is in heaven, man. You know? And that's how we carry ourselves, our mindset. I'm gonna finish this book off with on verse 71. I'm gonna jump back to John 8:18. And they said, What need we any further witness? For we ourselves have heard of his own mouth. You know? So let me jump to John 18, you know. And this is I believe where I'm about to go, this is where they took him to Pilate, man. And this is really where it becomes some nigga stuff, man. You know, straight up nigga them, you know. This is why there's a 2/3 club, you know. I'm gonna go down to verse. I'm gonna go down where I left off, and I'm gonna go down to verse 28. Then led they Yahawashi from Caiaphas unto the hall of judgment, and it was early, and they themselves went not into the judgment hall, lest they should be defiled, but that they might eat the Passover. Pilate then went out unto them and said, What accusation bring ye against this man? Now keep in mind, you know what I'm saying, these were Israelites, man, wicked Israelites, you know, the high priest, which I believe he was a Sadducee, because the Sadducees had the highest rank over, they had rank over the Pharisees, but yeah, it was Pharisees and Sadducees, wicked Israelites, man, trying to get this man murdered, because that's what they did. They murdered Yahawashi, man. You know, continuing. And Pilate, like, what y'all doing with this? What y'all, I mean, what y'all want me to do with this dude? You know. But anyways, like I said, it gets your spirit riled up reading this. Pilate then went out unto them and said, What accusation bring ye against this man? They answered and said unto him, If so, I'm gonna read this verse again. Verse 30. They answered and said unto him, If he were not a malefactor, which that goes into, that means evildoer, you know, someone that committed some type of evil or crime. Because, you know, Pilate said, Why y'all bring, what accusation you got against this man, you know? And here they go lying, you know, because we know the only perfect man that ever walked this earth is Yahawashi. So he did no evil. It says, They answered and said unto him, If he were not a malefactor, we would not have delivered him up unto thee. Then Pilate said unto them, Take ye him and judge him according to your law. The Jews therefore said unto him, It is not lawful for us to put any man to death. So why? But if hey, the scriptures say if a man does something worthy of death, you can put him to death. So why did they say that? Because they knew he was innocent, but they wanted to, you know, they wanted to be niggas, man. They wanted him to die, but they didn't want to do it themselves according to their law. You know, they wanted the Roman government to take care of it. You know, 2/3 stuff, man. Says, verse 32, that the saying of Yahawashi might be fulfilled, which he spoke, signifying what death he should die. Then Pilate entered into the judgment hall again and called Yahawashi and said unto him, Art thou the king of the Jews? Yahawashi answered him, Sayest thou this thing of thyself, or did others tell it thee of me? Pilate answered, Am I a Jew? Thine own nation and the chief priests have delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done? And here it is, clear as day. Pilate let them know, your own people. You know what I'm saying? Which Yahawashi knew this, but just to show you that our people ain't shit, man. You know? Ain't nothing, man. You know? Hey, the scriptures say, O Jerusalem, thou that killeth the prophets, man. You know? Killed their own king, man. So Pilate is basically inquiring, like, why are your own people doing this to you? You know, if anybody should be bringing, you guys, kill one of y'all, it should be us. But you got the Pharisees, the Sadducees coming against you. You know what did you do? Yahawashi answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. So he's like, this ain't my time to rule, This ain't my time to rule, It's my time to, complete my father's will. But don't mistake anything. I am the king of the Jews, and I am the king of kings, period. And that's Yahawashi. Verse 37, Pilate therefore said unto him, art thou a king then? Yahawashi answered, thou sayest that I am a king. To this end was I born, and for this cause came I into the world, that I should bear witness unto the truth. Everyone that is of the truth heareth my voice. So, those that are part of the elect, those that were chosen to understand his message, was going to know he was the king, period. Verse 38, Pilate saith unto him, what is truth? And when he had said this, he went out again unto the Jews, and saith unto them, I find in him no fault at all. But ye have a custom that I should release unto you one at the Passover. Will you therefore that I release unto you the king of the Jews? Then cried they all again, saying, not this man, but Barabbas. Now Barabbas was a robber, just showing you how wicked Israel is and has always been. That's why Israel has always been put in many captivities, and that's why they ass is going through what they're going through right now. You look at Puerto Rico, you look at the Native Americans drinking their mind out on the reservations, have one of the highest suicide rates in America. You look at your so-called Negroes in the ghettos, you look at all the tribes, and they are tore up from the floor up, period, They are destroyed, and because of this mess right here, I'm gonna finish it off with John chapter 19, and I'm gonna read to verse I guess 15. But yeah, this is John chapter 19, and it reads, then Pilate therefore took Yahawashi and scourged him. So after being beat, mocked, scoffed at, literally beat up, man. Here it is, he's getting scourged, man. Getting scourged. Because at this point, Pilate is like, look, man, I'm just going to beat him to a pulp. I'm just going to beat him to a pulp because I don't find no fault with this guy, and then I'm going to see if it pleases, his people of him getting beat because they would rather have a known robber, which theft is against the law. The commandments clearly say thou shalt not steal, So what crime did Yahawashi do that was against the law, man? You 2/3. Continuing. And the soldiers plaited a crown of thorns and put it on his head, and they put on him a purple robe, and said, Hail, King of the Jews! And they smote him with their hands. So here they go beating him up again, man. So when you see the scripture that said his vengeance, his garment's gonna be dipped in blood. He treadeth the winepress alone. He's coming back with the thousands, hundreds of thousands of angels, the army of heaven, to render judgment, man. Because last time he was here, he was getting beat up. He came as the lamb of Israel. Now he's coming back as the lion of Israel, the lion of the tribe of Judah. Okay, let me continue. Pilate therefore went forth and saith unto them, Behold, I bring him forth to you, that ye may know that I find no fault in him. Then came Yahawashi forth wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe, and Pilate saith unto them, Behold the man. So he's basically like, look what I did to him for y'all, man. Beat him to a pulp. When the chief priests therefore and officers saw him, they cried out, saying, Crucify him, crucify him. Pilate saith unto them, Take ye him and crucify him, for I find no fault in him. Even Pilate, a damn Edomite, man. The damn Edomite had more mercy than our people. You know, so that just shows you the wicked of Israel, man. The wickedness of Israel. You know, and why they're in the state they're in, and why the curses of Deuteronomy 28 have cleaved onto them and has not left them to this day. You know, has not left us to this day. We're still in captivity. You know, being shot down in the streets, 500 plus years of hardcore slavery, Jim Crow era. You know, all different type of stuff we've been through. The Native Americans, Hispanics. You know, continuing. The Jews answer him, "We have a law, and by our law he ought to die because he made himself the son of the Most High." You know, so this is what they're bringing. This is the crime they're bringing against him. You know, he said because he made himself the son of the Most High. No, he is the son of the Most High. He broke no law. You know, you Sadducees and Pharisees, you supposed to be the priests of the nation. You supposed to be the ones that know the law. Y'all was supposed to know that a Messiah was going to come for Israel. But y'all didn't have the spiritual eye, and it wasn't given to y'all to see that was the king right there, man. It wasn't meant for y'all to see it, you know. In verse 8, when Pilate therefore heard that saying, he was the more afraid, and went again into the judgment hall, and saith unto Yahawashi, Whence art thou? But Yahawashi gave him no answer. Then Pilate unto him, Speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not that I have power to crucify thee, and have power to release thee? So you want this man to basically beg for his, beg you after beat him to a pulp. He's been getting beat since y'all put him since y'all took him, you know, and at this point he knows that he has to finish the task at hand. So he's like, man, just do what you gotta do, you know. And right here, he's gonna basically let him know what it is, man. And it reads, verse 11. Yahawashi answered, Thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Therefore he that delivered me unto thee hath the greater sin. Period. You know? And that's 2/3 of Israel. Period. You know? Period. And that's why them nuclear missiles, Jacob's trouble is coming. Famine, destruction, plagues, all different type of natural disasters. It's gonna cleave unto Jacob, man. Verse 12. And from thenceforth Pilate sought to release him. Even then, Pilate was like, look, man, I'm about to release this dude because he clearly didn't do anything wrong, but his people are nuts. That's basically what he was thinking, you know. But the Jews cried out, saying, If thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whosoever maketh himself a king speaketh against Caesar. Now they're trying to bring Caesar into it, man. Hey, that's Jake, man. Jacob means supplanter. They're trying to supplant Pilate into doing a dirty work. You know, verse 13. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he brought Yahawashi forth and sat down in the judgment seat in a place that is called the pavement, but in the Hebrew, Gabbatha. And it was the preparation of the Passover, and about the 6th hour, and he saith unto the Jews, Behold your king. But they cried out, Away with him! Away with him, crucify him. Pilate saith unto them, Shall I crucify your king? The chief priests answered, We have no king but Caesar. So, you know, you 2/3 that came back, these spirits that came back during this time, guess who your king is? Caesar, you know? Because you said that's who your king is. So guess what? He's going to give you FEMA camps. He's going to give you an RFID chip, you know? He's going to give you martial law, you know? Period. Period. And there's nothing you can do to stop it because you did it. The blood is going to be on your hands, you know? Your blood is going to be on your hands, man, you know? I'm going to get this last scripture, you know, proving that Yahawashi is not coming back to play games. And this is the reason why we have to have patience and wait, because Yahawashi, he wants his. And he's going to get his, you know? This is Romans chapter 12. And I'm going to read verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.